Okay, we're back. New audio setups. I've been messing with the audio last video, messed with it again. Let's see if there's a better balance. And let's see where we wind up. Ukevu has given us valuable insight into the origins of the Ixbruk build. However, we are still no closer to procuring the necessary Nanju leaves unless... Tell me, was that historic feast commemorated in some fashion with a monument, for instance? Indeed it was. Allow me to show you. And deeper into the burnt woods we go. How is it always the hand? I have like so many other mounts available. And the hand's the first thing that appears. Wait, there's a monument? I'm guessing the tree. Here it is. Offered up by two factions, these weapons symbolize their vow that they would never again raise arms against each other. Since this feat demands a journey through history, I thought it only logical that a monument like this might steer us true. Especially one at the heart of so significant of a battlefield. Lama T, Sapphire, would you help me search this area for clues? Tell me if anything catches your eye. Aside from the giant tree and bones in the area? Sure thing. Yeah, I feel like there's a bunch of bones. Like, bones. Look here, this soil has recently been overturned. Someone buried a box. What is it? Well. I would have been satisfied to find only a hint, but here they are. Fresh nodule leaves. Hunma's Rook's doing, I'd wager. There's a poetry in hiding them on this battlefield, given that it was central to the war they helped in. So we planned all this from the start. Thank you again, Wook Evu. We wouldn't have found these leaves without your help. It was my honor to render assistance. And with apologies to present company, allow me to offer my encouragement as well, Third Promise. Ever since I witnessed your performance in the Feast of Reeds, I have been certain that you are the claimant most worthy of leading our nation. All devised solutions to the Hanu's ailing crops, but you alone sought to know their culture and revive Ihihana, even if it seemed unrelated to your task. My humble opinion, no one cares more for the people of Tuliolal and what they hold dear. Should you again require the historical musings of an ode shipwright, I am at your service. For now, I take my leave. I cannot argue with that. I'm surprised he admitted that. We have what we need. Let us return to Ikbrox. Is it Ishbrock? still a little curious about what the other crew is going to do, because they were very problematic. How far are we? How far out are we? Okay. I'm glad we were successful. The others should be back soon, I expect. I hope so. I'm famished. How did everyone fare? We got the Naju leaves. Luke Avu came along and helped us find them. Luke Avu was here? I would have liked to said hello. Yes, he gave us an important history lesson. That Gulu Jaja brought into centuries of warfare surprises me a little. But to achieve said peace through cuisine is something else entirely. Give it to my own men to find the oddest of solutions. But how about the rest of you? Is our kitchen ready? Everything should be in order. Ryanje and I made another tour of the village and borrowed the cooking utensils we need, with no mention of what we were needing them for, of course. And I am pleased to report that we are stocked with the finest firewood this forest had to offer. Spoken like a true expert. Erinville and I found Ikbrug, so we should have meat aplenty. It was a spirited creature, so much so that its hunter fell down a cenote trying to catch it. Oh. What? What part of never speak of this to anyone did you not understand? I picked a good portion of local herbs and particular attention to the seeds that yield achiote. I'm told our resident astrologian divined in the appropriate measures for the seasoning as well. Through further inquiry, did I determine the ideal balance of spices. Then all that remains is to prepare the dish itself. I presume that at least one among us is versed in the culinary arts? Kryl, I can hardly claim profound skill, but I have cooked for myself. You can leave the rest to me. And you, I hope. As I recall, you're an accomplished culinarian. Oh, I am above level 50. Oh, my mouth is watering already. Without further delay then,
smells so good.
Good, there is still time. I shall prepare our sample at once.
At first, I wasn't sure about being stuck with the one head. But better that than playing nanny to the mewling house cat.
Be quiet, Bakul Jaja. No one cares what you think.
Act tough all you like. Victory will be ours.
It's ready. Apologies for the wait. We submit to you our Shibruk Pibil.
Tacos!
This looks amazing.
The dish is prepared by using the culinary techniques of the Mamulja to cook the spiced meats favored by the Jabral. It is a symbol of peace between their two peoples after centuries of war.
Both the ingredients and your methods appear to have been correct. Now then. In taste, texture, and aroma, you have recreated Shibruk Bibil admirably. Granted, anyone might well achieve similar results by following the recipe to the letter. But you went a step further. You sought to learn the cultural significance of the dish, about Yoktel's history of violence and your father's role in ending it. Your willingness to take lessons from the past befits aspiring Dawn servants. And for that, I commend you. All that remains is to partake of your creation. True understanding is gained only through experience.
Now this is something I'm definitely good at.
Ahem. I believe we have yet to receive our assessment. Ours is also a faithful example of Shibruk Pibil, as you will no doubt agree. I see. While your effort looks the part, unlike the second and third promises dish, it lacks its defining aroma. Preposterous! The meat was marinated and spiced before being steamed in an earthen oven. This is Shibruk Pibil.
Earthen oven, but was it banana peel?
And what about the Jatika banana leaf?
It's because of you that we couldn't get any damn leaves! You can't fault us!
But the second and third promises had no such difficulty, did they? That which they needed, they acquired simply by showing interest in our history and heritage.
Ugh, it's just some crusty old leaf. What difference could it make?
Your dish lacks an essential ingredient. As you have failed to demonstrate an adequate understanding of Shibruk Bibil, I must deem your performance unsatisfactory. Your team will not receive keystones.
This was stupid anyway.
His ambition only grows more intense. That someone could harbor such dark thoughts towards family.
What do I care for this sham of a feat?
That's kind of the
I can
first
always
time
take
we've
what I
had
need later.
mental thought narration.
This is delicious! The brook's so tender it melts in your mouth, and the way the najoli rounds out these spices is sublime. This is the taste of harmony. Someone who only knows brute force and deception could never appreciate it.
Choke on your harmony.
Come. Finish your meal. That too is part of the feat.
Don't have to tell me twice. Ah, that was bliss. You've got real culinary talent. If you ever tire of adventuring, you can always be my personal chef.
It was palatable enough, I suppose. To you, who have successfully performed the feat of repast, I present these keystones.
Only 1 feet left.
Well, I should get going then. I'm glad that I, wasn't paired with one of the others.
We can do better than that, surely.
The 6th keystone is ours. Thanks for all your help, everyone.
One last trial.
I forgot something important. Was there any Shibruk people left? I could really use another helping.
That was so good. I'm already looking forward to having Sheepbrook P. Bill again. Here's Sapphire Crown made more using leftover ingredients. You'll love it. I'm thinking of buying more for the road myself. Now that the Feast of Repast is over, the villagers should be free to offer it to us, right? Oh boy. Okay. And where are said merchants? Well, they're a ways out. I can always come back. Seeing as now we face the penultimate objective of the rite, it would be wise to travel to Mamuk and undertake the feat of brotherhood without delay. Wise, yes, but impossible. The Tienbeck Traverse, which connects the upper forest to the Jatika heartland, is still impassable. Is there no other route? I'm afraid not. Work to clear the path is underway, though, so I'm hopeful we can resume our journey soon. And let us each use this time as we see fit. I, for one, would like to explore the village surroundings, if Aaronville would oblige me with a tour. Very well. I have no other engagements. And I will come with you, if only to prove that I am capable of seeking out keeping my footing. Though I shouldn't rejoice in our delay, it does afford me an opportunity to look into my grandfather's purported visit to Yaktel. Oh, that's right. Mablu did say something about a foreign mage coming through here decades before, didn't she? I'll come with you. Want to join us, Sapphire? Yeah, sure, I've got nothing else to do. Let us reconvene here after our respective diversions. And this is where something goes wrong. Again. As I recall, the merchant met my grandfather at the market in Yaktel some 20 years ago. Any who might reliably remember him must therefore be at least middle-aged. Let us make inquiries where we can. Gotta find 3 people. Foreign mage 20 years ago? Yeah, I remember him. It's not very often we get visitors from across the salt, let alone those traveling with infants. Baby girl, as I recall. I only saw him in passing. Mind if anyone were to know more, I'd wager it'd be Unma Rook. He was already Xbox Rocks then. Baby girl. Could have been. Thank you, sir. That information's very helpful. Oh, it's a cenote, for the most part. Hello again, do you require assistance? A foreign mage passed through Ikbrock roughly 20 years ago, possibly carrying a young child. Do you remember him? Why do you ask me this? Who is this man to you? He may have been my grandfather, and I wish to know what brought him here. Your grandfather? Not by blood, but he is family nonetheless. The foreign mage did indeed visit Ikbrock, Master Galuf. Galuf? So far from his identity is concerned, I trust you are satisfied? More than that, however, I cannot say. Why not? I simply cannot. I beg your forgiveness and understanding. Very well, I will not press. Thank you for confirming his presence here. The rest I will discover myself. Out of more general curiosity, I have another question. They say the Yakui once dwelled in these forests. Where was that exactly? General curiosity indeed, but yes. Before they withdrew to Urkelpacha some 5 centuries ago, the Yakui claimed Yaktel as their own. Many of their architectural remains can be found in the lower forest, the Jatika heartland. And that's where they must have had their visions. Thank you. That answers much and more. I understand what it means to long for one's family, so believe me when I say that, through my position forbids me from aiding you further, I wish you nothing but success. By helping the Third Promise find the Golden City, you will surely find the answers to your questions. There's like 2 things so far that come to mind. One of them is something's up with the Golden City, and I don't know what. Seems a little interesting. And 2, Aaronville has to be one of the royal children. Speaking of which, I have a query of my own for you, Sapphire. May I request a moment of your company? Go on, we'll wait for you. Thank you for obliging me. First, let us head to the cenote behind this village. Was that literally where I just was? Maybe. No, it's not. It was my intention to see you off without saying anything, but Mistress Crowell's plea has softened my resolve. Oh. As the leader of our community, I'm glad to see that the Third Promise has surrounded herself with such compassionate and trustworthy companions. Would you tell me of her journey thus far? I wonder, is he a blood sibling? Or some type of relative of hers? Is that so? It would seem the rite has been a source of great learning and growth for Lamont. It does me well to hear that. He's related to her. My daughter would be about her age. Aha, I thought so. Girls are rarely born amongst the Ixbral, or Shikbral. So when she arrived, the village was elated. Such joy I felt when I first held her, and the pain when I found her at the bottom of a cenote. 3 years old. An accident, it was said, but I knew better. She had been pushed. Though we never caught them, a suspicious figure was seen fleeing towards the Jatika heartland, towards Mook. Once bitter enemies, the Mamalja and Shibral had learned to live in peace. But who could doubt the intent of such a reprehensible act? By targeting the child who would one day lead her people, the criminals sought to undermine the future of the Shibral. I was determined not to let them succeed. And so I let the memory of my daughter die in that cenote and gave her to the care of one person I knew who could protect her. Dawn's servant, Gulul Jaja. Interesting. Though she was born to lead the Shabral, fate had a greater plan for Wuklamont. Only the Dawn servant and I know the truth, but I must now take you into my confidence for one reason. If the villain who attempted to murder my daughter is indeed of Mamuk, then rancor towards the Shabral still burns. I was caught off guard once. I will not suffer the same tragedy again. So I ask you, not as Dawn's servant elector, but as a father, to watch over the Third Promise. Defend her from her enemies that may be lurking in the shadow. Will you do this for me? Of course. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Will you hear my question and answer me plainly? Address me not as the ruler of Tuyulalal, but a concerned father. Suffice it to say, this conversation must remain between us. Pray, breathe not a word of this to anyone. Who heard? Of course. always one of them hiding in the shadows. Calling the past has rendered me emotional. I require a moment to compose myself, but please do not keep the third promise waiting. Alright, here we go. Why is she lit up like this? Okay. So at the end of this, I think I'm gonna end it. As much as I don't want to, but it may be for the best. Oh. Oh, well, here we go. You're back. So what did Hunmu Rook want? It's a secret. I can't tell. It's alright. You don't have to say. More importantly, the Tien Beck Traverse still isn't clear yet. Something about even more rocks. Then I think I'll take the opportunity to rest. All that cooking and preparing for it has worn me out. Who's watching her? I look like I'm gonna cut my tail off. And that does sound tempting. Oh no. Don't like it. A moment, promise. Oh, here we go. You're one of Bako Jaja's. What do you want? I've come to fetch you. You're welcome to refuse, but know that it would be most unwise. And why is that? I'm sure your assaulted friend has an idea. What do you think? And they say house cats don't come called. Follow me, promise. I didn't say anything about me following.
What is the meaning of this? And just how far do you plan on taking us? Oh, Morok! Jaja, you snake! If you want my keystone so badly, you'll deal with me and me alone. Leave the Elector out of this.
Is that all you think he is? Foolish kitty! This man is the reason we are here. take a good look at him. Go on, look. Surely you recognize your real father.
Don't believe us? Then ask your trusted Sellsworth. He heard it straight from the old man's mouth.
Is it true? Is Homoruk my...
What was with the weird cut?
Your silence says it all.
Now that you understand the situation, let's see those keystones. I'll even let you fight for them. Just you and me. If that adventurer attempts to interfere, I'll kill the old man myself!
I gotta fight as Will Lamont, don't I?
Despicable, heartless fiend. Kinsman or no, I won't stand for you taking hostages. Come on then. You wanna fight? I'll give you a fight.
Oh, such heroic caterwauling promise. I'm shaking. Guard our hostage well. We wouldn't want to attempt any thoughts of rescue. By the by, house cat, they've been instructed to put down Papa dearest when you lose. Hopefully he settled his affairs.
Don't worry. I'm not losing to the likes of him. Well, what are you waiting for, you blessed bastards? It's 2 against 1. Don't tell me you're scared.
I know I didn't hear you right. Foreign scum! Who are you to mock me? I'll kill you, kill you, kill you all! Don't look away, son. I want you to watch as I tear your beloved promise to shreds!
Hey, eyes on me. The house cat, remember? I'll say it again. I'm not losing to the likes of you. I'm going to become Dawn's servant, and I will protect my people!
me dance.
No more tricks, Bakul Chacha. We're settling this here and now.
Still playing the part of the brave warrior. Midas is no longer abusing me, brother.
This rite has taught me so much. About my nation, my people, and myself.
Can't keep up.
How do you like this? Kitty, 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 kitty.
I finally understand what it means to live in peace. To greet each day in safety and happiness.
It's time we finished. This is the end for you, children. Know your place.
been like this before.
Oof.
I reclaim what you stole.
No. How can this be? How could that puny house cat beat all of us?
You've caused nothing but trouble with your dirty tricks. Threatening the Hanuhanu, releasing Valyarmanda, harassing me is one thing, but you've endangered too many innocents. No more, Bakul Jaja. I will not stand for it. If you even think of tormenting my people again, you will answer to me.
No. No.
And he goes and forgets he had the way blocked.
What? That was his doing?
The only part left in the saga is the Lay of the Brotherhood in Mamuk. The plan was to force you here so we could take the rest of your keystones.
So that's what he was up to. But, should you be telling us this?
What does it matter? You've beaten us. It's over. We'll release the hostage.
I'm sorry. I was careless.
Are you alright? So what Bakul Jaja said about you and me.
But to single-handedly defeat Bakul Jaja, you truly are the Dawn Servant's daughter. It has been my honor to bear witness to your journey. Promise.
Promise. Yes. That's what I am. I'm Gulul Jaja's daughter, and Tulihyolal's next Dawn servant. Come on. Let's rejoin the others.
This is actually a good place to stop. I'm okay with that. And I have 9 minutes of food left. Perfect. It seems we were last to return. I'm glad everyone made it back safely. Thank you for having faith in me. Keeping out of the fight, even when it got dirty, couldn't have been easy for you. Baku Jaja won't be the last person to threaten those I care about. I want to prove to myself I can stand up to such villains, even when I stand alone. Which isn't to say I won't ask for help when I need it, of course. I know better than that now. And cutscene.
The passage to Mamuk remains blocked. For now, all we can do is try to rest and recover. Perhaps with a meal, as my sister would no doubt suggest. Shall we borrow the kitchens and prepare some Shibruk pibil?
So thou hast taken a liking to the dish. As we learn to appreciate the unfamiliar, 'tis only natural that we develop new affinities. There is no shame in this.
But there is in ignorance. I had barely considered what the people of Tudi Yolal hold dear. What hopes they harbor for the future. Our nation is built upon the bonds that Father forged during his journey across Tural. But so single-minded have I been in my advocacy of foreign innovations that I fail to understand my own people. Could someone who struggles to connect with the populace ever make a worthy Dawn servant?
To understand and connect with people is by no means easy. But there is something you can do to pave the way. Let them see you for who you really are. What makes you laugh and cry and rage. That sort of honesty is the first step towards mutual understanding and connection.
Understanding begets fellowship, as my father said. And yet, what you suggest does not come naturally to me.
I, too, have found it difficult to speak from the heart. In thy struggles, I see mine own, painful in their familiarity. Yet frightening though it may feel, if we are to move forward, we must indeed take that first step. Dispense with pretense, and simply be.
Do you remember when you first approached us, and we asked you why you wanted to become Dawn Servant? You said you wished to use the knowledge you acquired in Sharlayan for your country, and in doing so repay your father for the opportunities he afforded you. What won me over was not your ambition, but your motivation. So let your people know this, and in time, they'll come to support you as we do. You can't hide behind that stoicism forever.
Very well then. I will make a greater effort to be myself. By not being my usual self so much.
Alright, we are going to end this here. Hope you enjoy. I honestly don't know when this is going to go up. But just follow. This is still going to be a weekly cadence until I decide, well, until I catch up to what's current. And I'll probably, keyword probably, start uploading my my raid series. So far I think I've only done one of the raids. Technically I've done both. Done the first raid, which is Coils of Bahamut. I've done the second raid, which is Alexander. I've done but had help. And then I did record the Eden raids. Or no, I'm in the middle of recording I recorded the Omega raids, and I'm in the middle of the Eden raids. But until then, take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and stay safe out there. Laters.